We are recording everywhere. Ready?
Welcome to BENSBOSS, a podcast for business owners and creatives who want to make their money work and set a new standard for entrepreneurship. With your hosts and twin sisters, Caitlin and Samantha.
Welcome back to the BENSBOSS podcast. Wow. First of all, I just have to say, and you said this earlier today already, but it's already November.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? You moved here in the wintertime, and it was like time was going by as time should. And then summer, it was like a little faster. But I feel like August was just yesterday.
Yeah.
And here we are, and it's almost Christmas.
Time needs to slow down.
It does. I don't like that time goes by so fast during the holidays, because the holidays is my favorite time of year.
Yeah. Just like, and I feel like towards the end of the year, people try to get a lot done because they, want to finish the year out strong. But that's when like time flies by.
Yeah.
I still have so much stuff that I didn't get done yet.
Yeah. Same. But it'll get done. To start off our podcast today, we're gonna, just say a big thank you to everyone who supported us so far on our launch, which was October 25th. Everything's available, and by everything we mean 2 shirts and 1 hat. But we're wearing our New York Benny shirts. And then $1 from each sale on these goes to United Women in Business, because that's us. We're women in business. So why not support other women trying to do badass things, We gotta support each other. But yeah, even if you haven't purchased anything and you're just, liking our pictures, sharing, talking about it, thank you, because anything helps. So, BENSBOSS.com, www.bensboss.com, and get one of these. We're shipping pretty fast. Oh yeah, we have to work on that's the next thing we're going to be working on is like our Black Friday stuff.
Yeah. You know what we need next is hoodies.
Yes.
We've gotten a request for hoodies.
We've gotten a lot of requests for hoodies. And, okay, so we started off with just 3 sizes to keep it simple, small, medium, and large.
Yeah.
But I've had a lot of people message me and be like, you don't have XL, so we'll have to eventually.
But they run really big.
They do run big. That's what I tell them, but,
Yeah.
We will eventually have larger sizes and hoodies. And some other cool stuff. Like, I really want to do socks.
Socks, yeah. Socks.
I love socks. And some, different types of hats. Because right now we just have the beanie.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
I don't know. Really, I just need to get my life together. So I thought that we could discuss that.
Why do you keep looking at my mouth? Is it because I overline my lips?
I don't know.
Do I have lipstick on my teeth? Why are you looking?
I don't know.
Am I good? I don't want to look like an idiot.
I think I just pick something on people's face to stare at when I'm talking to them, and it makes them very uncomfortable.
I just didn't know.
You're good.
Okay. Because if I edit this and I have some shit over here and you never told me the whole time and you're just on the other end staring at it.
What do we need to do next? How do we get more sales for the BENSBOSS merch? How do we grow our podcast and our brand and our presence?
Well, here's the thing with what we're doing with BENSBOSS. First of all, we're not selling a necessity.
Yeah.
We're selling a luxury. It's, a luxury to have things you don't need necessarily. We've launched our brand and, the friends and people who know us who are going to support us, they either have already or will purchase something. You can't run a business just based off of your few friends buying things. So we have to,
But it's not necessarily a clothing line. We're not specific to clothing. So it's you have to essentially grow our brand in general, the podcast or
that's basically
social presence.
Yeah, what I was getting at is that we're not just selling t-shirts. We're selling what we are.
Yeah.
And we have to market to people who are down with that.
Yeah.
Be I want to represent that. I am that.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing. I like the message they're spreading. Stuff like that. I like their hustle. And the thing is a lot of things a lot of things in business, even if you have like this business plan and everything's like da 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 da, everything's still going to be trial and error. So even when we do our ads and our marketing and stuff like that, I was thinking the good thing is we know where we want to market first. That's where you should start. Like, we're going to be marketing basically on social media, Instagram, TikTok. We don't really need to do Google right now. But the cool thing with Facebook is that when you set up the ads, you can do A and B testing. We can design an ad and then market it to small business owners, entrepreneurs. And then the other same ad, we can maybe market towards artists, music industry, stuff like that, and just see.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's a complete side note.
Okay.
While we're kind of talking about target audience and stuff like that. Have you noticed since launching the merch in general that a lot of people have asked you, well, like what is BENSBOSS? Or have you noticed that?
Yeah. I was just asked this question last night.
Yeah.
Well, because I think, too, is like a lot of people are curious, which is good. You should want to build curiosity around the brand.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, for example, let's say we were selling Frenchie t-shirts. People are like, oh, that's a Frenchie t-shirt. I don't have a Frenchie. I don't want that. But people are curious, like, what is this? And that's a good start. But what we're selling is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
BENSBOSS is a lifestyle brand.
Yeah. But I think that, like, I had a conversation with somebody and she was like, is it, like, are you trying to coach people? And I'm like, I see why you would think that, but no, it's not. Because I was trying to explain that it's a platform for creative entrepreneurs and it's to bring people together. She was kind of confused by it, and I was like, it's not like you go on YouTube and you watch these coaches, these lifestyle coaches, or these niche coaches that are trying to sell you a program that teaches you how to be this. We're not trying to teach people how to be entrepreneurs. We're not trying to teach people how to be creative necessarily. We're not selling a program. That's not what we're doing. We're trying to bring people together to essentially collaborate, grow their businesses. Like, maybe we're building a community. Is that more in line with what we're trying to do?
Yeah. I mean, it's,
a community. And who knows where we'll go from there. But right now we're trying to build awareness about being a creative entrepreneur and kind of growing a community of other like-minded people.
Yeah, just we understand that go to college, work a 9 to 5, do this, do that, and retire. Like, that's not us. And there's a lot of other people out there who are also not that.
Yeah.
So that's basically what our community is. Yeah, we're not coaches, but like, we do blogs, these podcasts and everything. As part of the lifestyle, we're going to share information that we learn
and our
ourselves.
goal is to speak to other people that are a lot farther along than we are, that have, learned through trial and error as
Some
well.
who haven't even started.
Some that haven't started, like, just many different people. But it's a way to connect, collaborate, build a community, encourage other people, no matter where they are in their life and in their journey, to, if they're thinking about it, do the same thing. It's not, and who knows, if years down the line we decide to somehow turn this into some sort of coaching program or whatever, cool. But as of right now, this is kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are confused.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But we're not a coaching program. We're a lifestyle brand. We're doing basically what our brand represents, is just doing it our own way, And I like it too when you and I do something, we're not going to like do something half-assed.
Yeah.
So the thing that I like about our shirts is like even when we went to the Giants game and they gave you shirts, like, you get those t-shirts and they didn't like take a lot to make them. And where do you wear those shirts? The gym. To clean the house, maybe to run errands. But these aren't that. We're not just going to give you like a cheap ass shirt and be like, here, we're a lifestyle brand. You know what I mean? Now what? Now, going back to saying, now that our friends and family and everyone has supported, now we have to market to the people who are like, wow, like, I could really get behind that lifestyle brand, or wow, I feel like they're speaking to me. Like, I even think I wear this shirt just like in my apartment when I work. I posted that in my story the other day. I used to wear like my watch because I would look down and be like, yes, I'm a fucking boss. Like, keep working, keep going. But now, like, the shirt does that for me too. What the shirt represents.
Yeah.
You're doing great today.
I don't know what to say to that. Cool.
Well, what does the shirt mean for you? Like, what does this all mean for you?
I mean, the shirt is kind of just a shirt.
No, I'm cutting that out. I am so cutting that out. What do you think
What?
about ways to get our brand in front of more people?
I don't know. Like, it's different right now. Like, with what people are seeing on social media and what people are into. Like, people like that clickbait, like corny stuff. Like, how do you take something that's serious or creative and turn it into something that people actually want to watch or see? The story is one thing, connecting with people is one thing, but like, how do you first get people to see that? Once they hear the story, once they find a connection with you, they'll continue to come back and watch your stuff and support. But how do you think about it, when you're scrolling on TikTok or through Instagram or on Reels, like, you 1 second, if it's not interesting, you go.
Right.
So it's like, how do you find...
Well, if it's not a necessity, then, people make purchases because they make an emotional connection to it right away, or just fucking looks cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How do you figure out... Because
we got to mess around with it. We got to do both.
Yeah. Like, you kind of have to try everything because, like, we're not a necessity. We're not everybody's thing. So it's like, how do you find that emotional connection? How do you find any type of connection? And how do you create content that looks cool enough to, like, have somebody spend more than 1 second watching to be like, oh, this looks interesting. Let me look into it more. Let me start. Yeah. Let me do this. Let me do that.
Yeah. Definitely visuals. Mm-hmm. That's why so many people are getting into and why they get paid the big bucks, graphic designers. Mm-hmm. Because like nowadays, everyone's like visual. It's got to look cool or I'm not. Yeah. I'm not doing it. So
we're so quick. You need something right away. Okay, I want to watch that.
Yeah. And that's the same thing too. Like, there are different posts that people make on Instagram that do really well, whether they're just a regular post from an influencer or if they actually make it an ad. Mm-hmm. The carousels where you swipe through and keep reading different things. I think those do well. And then other people, because they get it. They get that people, that first sentence on that first picture, they're like, okay, I'm going to keep reading. And then, they make that connection. And other people will just post something and then in the caption, they'll write like a book. Nobody's going to stay to read that.
Yeah, no.
So you just got to know how
to draw people in and get people to stay.
Yeah. And make that purchase. And like a lot of other brands, we're able to sell on social media. So we've sold things on our Instagram so far, and that's really helpful, I think. Yeah. For a lot of brands. So if you have a small business and you can sell things, products, definitely sell them on social media because...
a lot of people now are selling on social media.
Because it's just easy. Shopify, a web host, we don't use it. I used to use it. But it's like $35 a month to have a website store and stuff like that. But they just started doing $5 a month just for people who want to do products to sell on social media. Like, that's where it's going. Like, people aren't even setting up websites anymore. They're paying $5 a month with Shopify to put their products somewhere, and then that's listed on Instagram.
Yeah. Just lately in general, I feel like I find most of the stuff I want to buy through social media. Yeah. And I look at their store, and then I open it up in my browser because I am afraid that somebody's going to hack my stuff and steal my whatever. But
the next step for BENSBOSS is to not worry too much about the million things we have to do and just go one step at a time. It'll all get done. The main thing is that we just prioritize what's most important. Yeah. And I think right now what's most important is just testing different ways to get our lifestyle brand in front of who's going to appreciate it.
Because just brainstorming how to create content that draws quick attention.
And that's the thing too with something like this is like we could have taken like our plan before the launch, like because we have our target market written down in that business plan. But sometimes it just, you launch a business and things, you have to be flexible.
Yeah, things
You might
change.
see like a genre of people really into it that you just don't even, like, oh shit,
Yeah.
they like this.
Well, I think it's also good to keep in mind we're in the beginning stages. We can change so many different times or so many different ways and just pivot into, because you never know. Like, we can be trying one thing and all of a sudden realize
That's not working.
That's not working. Something else is working really well, and that's where we need to be going and redirecting. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
But people like our stuff so far.
Yeah.
So that's good. At least they say they do. So yeah, these are our New York Benny shirts. And we have a lot of ideas going forward with stuff like this. Anywho, that is it for our November Men's Boss podcast. Thank you for listening.
Are you okay?
Thank you for listening, and if you dig it, then like it, please. And we're also on YouTube doing different things here and there. So yeah, just check it all out, and cool.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope. Bye.